locked up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. McKinnon here, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Go, Mike 40.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. 30, where's the mic?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there for the Raiders.
Check. He's coming. Check pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Check 50, check 50. Slam. 15. Let's see it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A dump off to Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check the backer. Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
37's the mic. Mike 37.
On first down, Branch. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
26 Mike.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
The loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.